Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to meet with Dr. Barbara Ray, who is a program director for California Stage's new theater space and new gallery space. And you're going to meet two of the artists that are now showing in the gallery, Dr. Jane Black and Dr. Sally Medlicott. Stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. All of a sudden, art shows, music on the stage, and great theater coming along. And with me here in the studio, running the social distance theater, which follows all the COVID rules, is Dr. Barbara Ray. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, fine, fine. Where are you, and what is that in the background?
Well, where we are is in Sacramento's newest art gallery. We're the Courtyard Gallery. We had our first fabulous opening on Saturday. At that point, we were called First Stop, Second Saturday. And we're in the gallery now showing you what was hung and available to be seen this coming Saturday in the Courtyard.
Wow, well, you are really lucky to be able to be there. I think it's fabulous. And so you have the two artists who are whose work is in the background. Who are they?
Yes, we do have two artists here. It's Jane Black, and you'll see her and her work in just a moment. And Sally Medlicott, you'll see her work, and you'll be able to talk with her too in just a moment. So it's pretty exciting.
It sure is. It sure is. And I like the color of, I can see interesting faces in the background there. And when can I come out there and see it?
You can come out to see us this Saturday night. Doors open at 7. And the music, which is Peter Petty, pretty fabulous, begins at 8 o'clock. And if you're interested about more information, go to our calstage.org website. And you can get lots of information, not only about the music that's playing every Saturday night for a while, and every second Saturday for our art exhibits. They're pretty fabulous.
I saw Henry Robinette's name on that.
That's right.
Peter Petty and Henry Robinette. Looks like you're getting the cream of the crop there.
Yes, we have all of Sacramento's best musicians performing for us live, and we have live theater too. And so again, for more information about the live theater on the stage in the Courtyard, so it's outside, perfectly safe. We follow all COVID regulations. You will be expected to wear a mask. You will have your temperature taken at the door. I have mine on right here. But lots of us of a certain age and of a certain temperament have already gotten our shot. So that's one reason you don't see me wearing my mask right now, even though I'm in the gallery. And when Jane comes on, she will not have her mask on, and Sally won't either. But we're keeping our social distance, so we want to be safe. However, all of our guests must have them on, must have their temperatures taken, and will be expected to be screened at the gate when they first come in.
Maybe we
so
should
don't
have
be surprised.
People sign, like you hold your fingers up, 2 fingers up. That means you got both of them.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Hold one finger up. You only have.
That means you're waiting. That means you're waiting.
You're
yes,
waiting.
indeed.
I love that idea.
Right.
Even though it's
so we have coming up 9 different musical events on stage, and we have 9 different art exhibits coming up. And so that's not even counting the number of live performances of plays, etc., on our Courtyard stage. So
dance
it's
company,
pretty important.
African American dance
dancing
company.
And drumming. Yes, all of that.
Oh, right. It sounds really good.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We did this last year for our first session in 2021. It was 2020. It was a fabulous success. so much so that we've come back for our second one this year. So April is it for us. We have a lot going on.
Oh, that's really great. And you opened this art show last weekend, correct?
That's right. We were open. We were here from 4 until 7. We had a great turnout. I really appreciate the support we've received from Sacramento. And a second viewing is coming this Saturday. And then on the 24th, we will have another viewing available, and that will be from 11 until 3. So you can come by 2 more times to see this beautiful work that's up.
Okay. And if we could see some of the pictures of these artists, maybe we could have a look at their work. Oh, okay, here we go.
That's a doll by Sally, and so she'll be talking about her work in just a moment.
Okay. That looks great.
There's another doll. She has a whole family of them. You have to be willing to have very unruly children in your house when you bring these dolls home. They're pretty spectacular personalities.
Look at that. That is personality there. I think I know somebody that looks like that. Oh,
there's some more. There's a whole family of them. Yes.
Yeah. And the little stories, what are those little stories about them onto the underside?
Well, those are little stories that she'll tell you about once she comes on. So that's a little tease for you to hang on until you get a little more information.
Okay. All righty. Hup. Other characters.
Right. Lots of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty spectacular.
Oscar Wilde.
Right. Right. And now we're looking at Jane Black's work, and it's also pretty spectacular. So we'll talk with her in just a moment too.
Oh, good. Oh, there's another one.
There's another one. Excellent work. Very colorful. She'll tell you more about it.
All right. And these are
Jane Black's work. Again, very spectacular. You've got to come by and see them up close and personal. You'll see a little red dot on one of them, and that means it's sold.
Okay. And that's a lovely one there. Ooh.
Yes. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. That could liven up my dining room.
Right. You might need to take that home with you, Ray.
Okay. All right. So that's very good. And so also you're going to do some theater, the radio dramas. I have a little note here about radio dramas.
Right. They're coming up again. Social Distance Theater has live performances on stage. And again, for more detailed information, you really want to go to calstage.org, get the times, the dates, and the names of all of these live performances. There's nothing in the world like a live performance.
Absolutely. I know that. And my parents brought me up to see live work. We're live right now, actually.
We're live right now. That's true.
That's pretty good, actually.
Right.
So, okay, I think it's fascinating. And you were walking down the street and you thought, I think I'll be working the arts.
Oh, golly. I have a very interesting background in terms of I am not an artist. By training, I'm a university professor, and I put conferences on all over the United States. And so, and in Europe, but the world has changed. And so conferences are not happening. So then I thought, yeah, let's do something live and fun. And luckily Cal Stage was up for having some performances in the courtyard. And here I am. What can I say?
Oh, that's
great time.
No, it's great to have you there. And it looks like you're having a lot of fun.
I am. It's a ball. You've got to come by and you've got to see it to believe it.
Okay. Well, and I see the dramas are The Man Who Knew How and No Time for Murder. Oh, these are murder mysteries.
Right. And they're on stage live with sound effects and pretty fun.
Okay. Good. So, all right. Well, can we meet the artists?
Yes. Here's Jane. She's just waiting to come on. Jane, this is Jane Black.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, Jane. Oh, good to see you. Well, thank you so much for having your art on the wall over there. Can you give us a little walk us around a little bit?
Sure. Happy to be invited to come to the first event that you're having at this beautiful gallery. My work is abstract, figurative, and expressive work. It's full of color. I've taken all of the classes through Sacramento City College, and great college art program here, and then went off on my own. Particularly during COVID, I worked every day for several hours throughout the day.
What else could you do?
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, look, I wish we could zoom in, but there's no zoom on that camera.
Not on this camera.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I see it. Okay. This is great. Will you be here on this Saturday night?
Yes, I will be here on Saturday night, and we'll be in the gallery and listening to the music out there and enjoying and hopefully meeting some new people.
All right. And did you meet some new people this last weekend?
Very, very nice to see as many people as we had on the first day and the first time we've done a second Saturday. I was very excited and pleased.
That's good.
Good
About 100 people, it says here.
Yeah.
About
it was
100
very
people
nice.
showed up. It's
Yeah.
fascinating. And art is what to get into your heart.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, good. And you keep painting. It's just, I love those pieces.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
take that one and that one. Oh, that's got a red dot on it. Oh.
They're all available to view till
That's
the end of the month. Please come by.
Till they're all gone.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well,
so
thank you
much.
very much. So let's spin around and meet Sally Medlicott.
Sally's here, and she's brought one of her dolls with her. It's the main focus
Hello.
of our window. This is Sally.
Oh.
This is Morag.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
She's so cute. Yeah, she looks like somebody I went to school with.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, or at least I thought through my jaundiced eyes, she looked like that. Yeah, really great. I noticed in her pocket, if you hold the doll up, in her pockets, you have pockets everywhere. She looks like she has her lunch there. Is that
Well,
right?
she does. Well, the thing is with Morag is that she collects things. She doesn't
Oh.
always collect things that belong to her specifically. She collects whatever she likes the look of, and then she puts it in her pocket. So she's got a sandwich here. She has a cookie for after the sandwich,
Of course.
and she's got lots of little animals that she liked the look of, and she picked a flower.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So,
That's so sweet. This
yes.
is good. And the other dolls, they just come to you. Do you do drawings? How do you come up with something like those dolls? They're wonderful.
Well, thank you. I do sketches first. I work from sketches initially, and I do lots and lots of sketches. And then I choose something that I like the look of, that I think that will work in doll form. And then I start painting. Usually I paint first the cloth, and then I'll start sewing it together, and then I'll get creative with
That
the
chap over your your left shoulder on the wall over there. Yeah.
the painting or the
Yeah, the painting. Yeah.
yes, that is Dennis.
He didn't make it to dollhood, right?
No, but he might at some point in the future.
Ah.
He's going to a party, and his dad has just dropped him off.
I
His
see.
dad's in a spaceship above.
All
Yeah,
of
he
those
could
characters.
possibly be a doll at some point in the future.
And what about the guy with the little crown? The little crown there.
That's he's a prince. Let me see. This one?
Yeah, either one. They look like they're
Oh,
two.
this is Prince Humphrey, and then we've got Princess Tallulah. They're both of Upper Snobsbury in England.
Oh, Snodsbury. I don't think I've ever been there.
No, maybe not. I have.
Oh, you have. It's near Covent Garden, right?
Not quite.
Oh, there they are. Snodsbury. And if they if you take these dolls home, do you have little stories to tell when people come in?
Yes. Well, it's a little story about their personality and background.
I see.
They're all
Look how,
different.
I wish we could get closer. They're just so wonderful. Their little buttons all over them.
Well, that means they have to come by and get the full effect.
Yes, you
And
need
when
to
is
come
that,
and
Barbara?
have a look at them very.
And that's this Saturday from doors open at 7 and the show is from 8 until 10.
And will you be there, Sally?
I will be there screening everybody at the front table. I'm security, small but mighty, and I'll be taking temperatures of everyone as they come in, making sure they have their mask. If they forget it, don't worry, we'll give you one anyway.
I like it. And Sally, will you be there as well?
I will be here too. Yes.
All right. Oh, so people can talk to you about your dolls and your paintings.
Yes, I'm happy to
Fascinating.
answer any questions.
Fascinating. Okay. What is it? You were walking down the street one day. I'm going to use the same tack I use it. How did you define your art form? I mean, it's so specific and so moving. How do you
Thank
do
you.
that?
I call them abstract portraits, and they're abstract portraits in painting form or in doll form.
I see. Doll form. Wow. I've never seen dolls quite like them. They're really expressive. And I can tell you that they're wonderful. Aren't there some doll museums that are chasing you around?
Not yet, but my business card is available.
I know there's doll museums all over the East Coast. And certainly I know in Los Angeles, there's a very famous one in Santa Monica, I think. Yeah. But that's kind of interesting because those look like they belong in a museum as well as on people's walls.
Thank you.
I'm really great with them. Good, good, good. All right. And then thank you very much. And we'll talk to the great and wonderful Barbara right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
She does far more interesting work. I'm the administrator, I'm the talking head. So what they do is far more exciting and interesting than what I do.
Oh, well, but you have the knowledge of what else is happening. So what is happening in the music? Who is this character? What's his name this weekend?
Oh, Peter Petty. He's been described as watching a wild dogs. He has a personality galore, and it's him and a guitarist really just giving us a great show. He is a showman, and he's adorable, and you can always go to his website and get some samples of his work. And actually, he's very, very well known in Sacramento. We were extremely fortunate to get him to even consider being in the courtyard, but because the courtyard's safe, he was willing to come and perform. It's a big issue for all of our performers is they want to make sure that they feel safe and that their crew is safe and that the audience is safe. And so that's something that we offer, unlike a lot of other settings. It is very safe.
Wow, you have I just saw the list here. You have Peter Petty, Henry Robinette.
Robinette.
Oh, yeah. Shelley Burns.
Shelley Burns is coming. The Phoenix drum and dancers are coming, and they're spectacular. You have to really see them to believe how excellent they are. And Jessica Malone is coming back. She's playing the 3rd of July. Last year, she opened for us on the 4th of July. But this year, she's opening for us on July 3rd. So it's a great way to start your holiday weekend. Again, very safe, a lot of fun.
Those are almost all of them are on a Saturday.
Always on a Saturday, yes.
Okay. And then the theater stuff, the radio dramas, those are all on Saturdays.
All on Saturdays. It's a great lineup. Excellent lineup.
Play readings and things like that. So, all right. Let's just see. Most of them are in the evening, right?
The second Saturday is from 4 until 7. We're first stop because for people that are getting started, we're the first stop on their schedule to come by and, again, safe setting and see the artwork. But then all the musical performances in the plays, they're all in the evening, yes. It's cooled off, a nice Sacramento evening.
That's really great. And I noticed that you have other artists like Sue Torngren. She's well known in town, and Ann Skakel.
Anna's next coming up. She'll open up in May. And then after her, Sue Torngren, who has a huge following in Sacramento, a very well-known artist, has been working with The Verge and with the Open Studios. We're, again, lucky to get these people. And in part, it's because of what's happened with COVID, that they've had to become very careful and very cautious. And so we provide, again, a very safe setting for them. It's pretty fun.
Oh, I see Marty Dalzell. I know her work.
Yes, and she's a beautiful artist. She will be our last show of the season, and we will have a great display from her and probably a surprise co-artist. There's an artist that's doing a residency in Sonoma, and we might be able to get her. We're having to wait to see. So there might be a surprise with Marty.
Wow. Okay.
Tune in.
Oh, tune in. And also,
in.
I noticed that there's, what is this wake, Scottish wake in the courtyard?
There's a Scottish wake for a fellow who passed, Tommy McKeith, well-known, well-respected artist. He's shown his work at the Crocker and a number of galleries in the Bay Area. And so it's a memorial to him. He passed away during COVID. He was lucky to be able to come home, but of course there could be no celebration of life. And so this has been held off until the 10th here in the courtyard, and then the 11th. Stephanie Pearson will be showing her work and Tommy's work. It's a big memorial, retrospective, all of his work. Very well known.
Yeah, this COVID thing, so many people have passed, and people have not been able to mourn them in the proper way.
Right, yeah. So this will be a new tradition for her. His family is coming from Scotland, and they were not able to come when he was passing. And so many families have had to go through that. So this is our way of participating in the new way of reaching out to people.
That's great, Barbara. So you're very excited by your new found gallery.
Oh, I cannot forget, I have to thank the Sacramento Poetry Center, because this is their space. And they have been extremely generous about allowing us to come in and hang our work. One of the things that's happened to the Sacramento Poetry Center is they've gone online. They have become internationally known, because that's one way poets from all over the world can participate in their poetry readings. And so that's pretty spectacular.
That is spectacular. And they inhabit that place when it is inhabitable, right?
That's right. They will be coming back, and they are sharing space with us. This is their space. And so we will move into kind of the old school salon situation, where we have artists reading their poetry. We will have art. We will have lectures on poetry, lectures on art. It's going to be a very good season.
Wow. So you want people to, and you can, Sacramento Poetry Center, or SPC, has got its own website, and you can contact that.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And there are lots of super events. They have many, many people performing. It's pretty spectacular.
That's good. Well, I think it's an amazing group of programs you have in theater and music and art. Must be a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but it's one of those things that they call a labor of love. It's great fun, and particularly after what we've all been through, we all want to come together and celebrate so many things that are good about life. And so this is that opportunity. It's just live performances. There's nothing like it. Meeting the artist, there's nothing like it. So it's a lot of fun for me. Actually, in some ways, a lot more fun than putting conferences together.
I'm sure. So last weekend you had about 100 people. That's what the notes said.
Yes, we did. It was great. We're going to have to do a little reconfiguring. We were so successful, and we're willing to do that. We have some ideas of how we'll change it. I heard from a couple of people that they drove by and saw, there's a lot of people there. So we'll make better accommodations.
But they're all spaced out.
I was hoping for 20 people. To be honest with you, that would have been a successful art opening, but people came by. It was wonderful. We had music, and we had a little wine tasting. Cool.
Ooh, a local winery?
Yes, a local winery, John Steiner's Family Wine. They're located in Wilton, but their wine comes from Amador County. So if you know your wine, you know that wine from Amador County is delish. So it was pretty fun.
That's good. Good. So people enjoyed the music and the wine, and they went in, and you didn't have 100 people in where you are.
Oh, no. It's very limited. Actually, only 15 people at a time can come in. And that's one reason why we set up the outside courtyard so that they could sit and social distance, have their masks on, be with their own family members, or if there were people that had not been vaccinated, there was a whole section just for them that they could self-select so that they would be safe. So we've done everything we can that the governor is asking us to do, and people are really very kind about participating. We haven't had anyone make a fuss. They've all put those masks on. They've all sprayed their hands. They've all followed the regulations, and we're grateful to that. We're grateful to the public for doing that.
Okay.
It means we can have this.
We've got about a minute. Can you bring over your wonderful artist if they're still there?
Actually, I think they went outside.
No, they did.
So
Get away
they
from
moved
that,
on.
But you'll be able to see them on Saturday night.
You'll see them and be able to talk with them. When we say 15 people in the gallery, you have to take 2 away because there's 2 artists in the gallery to talk to. So that means only 13 people at a time, but it works.
You know, art in Sacramento is taking a real going up, even though we're in the middle of this pandemic, or
right?
Not near the end of it. I mean, the fact that we have such great artists, and this is another way to be able to meet them and to get a sense of what art is for your walls. You know,
right?
All right, Barbara, I want to thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Barbara Ray, and what you're doing and everything. So we're all going to say goodbye because we've got to go off the air in a couple of minutes.
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
All right. Well, tune in again, folks, next week for LiveWire. We have wonderful guests like Barbara Ray and the wonderful 2 artists, Jane Black and Sally Medlicott, and all of their art. So stay tuned for LiveWire next week.